Hello everyone and welcome to a very late Specimen Saturday. We are here today because you guys have been requesting for quite a while to see my Crested Geckos once again. And I really love my Crested Geckos. They are New Caledonian Crested Geckos for those of you guys who are not familiar with them. They are a little omnivore creature with basically no teeth that primarily eats insects and rotten fruit and other things that they can find in New Caledonia, which is an island around, I think it's like to the north of Australia, but don't quote me on that. I'm not particularly positive on the exact geography. But it is an island that has some amazing geckos. You guys have probably seen the giant gecko or the leaf gecko from New Caledonia as well. If not, definitely give those guys a quick Google search because they look amazing. And Maya is here with us, and she is having a good time exploring inside of the umbrella plant. So you guys have seen Maya before. You've also seen Mellow and Midna before. I have 3 New Caledonian Crested Geckos. I used to have many, many more. My wonderful friend and I used to run a little reptile rescue, and the numbers of bearded dragons and snakes. At one point, she had a 8-foot rainbow boa. Beautiful, beautiful old girl. She was gorgeous. Lots of bearded dragons. We had baby Crested Geckos. We had older Crested Geckos. When I would tell people that I would take their Crested Geckos, they'd be like, "Oh, awesome, I'll give them to you for free." And it's just like, why? And that's because a lot of people don't realize how long reptiles live and how much care they require, or how calm, and sometimes one might even say, if you're used to, running around with a dog, perhaps boring a Crested Gecko could be when they pretty much stay in the same place all day long. They actually are really interesting, ours are at least, because they have a pretty steady routine. Maya, Maya, Maya. What are you doing, Maya? I had to grab her really quickly because she was trying to make a run for it. Where are you going, Maya? All right, we're going to make her the star of the show now, so 1 second. Here she is. Hello, lovely. Whoops, careful, careful, careful. Whoops, just that bit of your tail. Where's the rest of you? Come here. Come here. Hi, baby. Hi. Well, I'm not going to keep her out too long because she is a nocturnal creature. My Crested Geckos are used to being handled, but not many reptiles really enjoy a lot of handling. So that's one of the reasons that I don't bring her out too often to star in videos, but every now and then she'll make a good appearance. If you guys really want to see a lot of her, or a lot of Mellow, or even a bit of Midna, who is our frog butt gecko. Oh, here we go. But yeah, if you want to see a lot of her, or Midna, who is our frog butt Crested Gecko, who is missing her tail, then you can actually check the previous updates and vlogs. But that is one of the reasons that I don't usually bring them out to play a lot, because as reptiles, hello Maya. Hello. These guys really do prefer kind of a hands-off approach, and so I try not to handle them too much, but Maya is especially very patient with handling. Crested Geckos are a fantastic first-time reptile pet if you are looking to get one. They do very well at most room temperatures, if you keep your house in the mid-70s in that area. They do very well with the powdered fruit mixture, which is what you get. Look at her little chunkiness. She's at a pretty good weight right now because I don't breed my geckos, so I don't have my females put on a lot of weight for breeding. No, not for you. Every now and then you'll still lay infertile eggs just out of the blue, and I'll be like, what's this all about, huh? What's this all about? But yeah, I don't breed my geckos, and Crested Geckos actually come in a huge variety of colors and patterns, and Maya usually shows up because she is the one that is the most colorful. And you can see she's got little back leg colors. She's like, those are my feet. Those are my feet with my little toes. What are you doing with my little toes? I'm checking them out because they're so cute, Maya. And showing off your pretty, pretty tail. Now, Crested Geckos, like I said, we do have one named Midna. Come here, Maya. Maya. Oh, where are you going, Maya? Maya. She's vanishing into the depths. The depths of the umbrella tree. Come here, sweetie. Oh my gosh. All right. Got you. See, they're not too hard to handle, but you want to always be careful with your Crested Geckos. You want to be careful with any animal ever, but especially because these guys tend to, oh, sorry, I have to readjust my grip on her. They tend to overestimate Maya. Like I was just saying, they tend to overestimate their ability to jump to something, and they often don't make their jumps completely. Oh, you're a little cold. Do you want to just lay there and warm up? I'm pretty warm. And they do think really hard about it before they jump, usually, too. But you can see where they get their name Crested Gecko by these beautiful crests down her back. She's got nice white stripes. She's got some beautiful coloration, in my opinion. Maybe she's not like a prize-winning Crested Gecko, but I think Maya is just gorgeous. Out of all of the Crested Geckos I have ever bought or rescued or been given as a gift or given like as a surrender, she is my most beautiful Crested Gecko. I used to have, at one point I had 11 to 13 of them, depending on like what time you're talking about, but now I'm just down to these 3, so it's much more manageable and easy for me. They're very easy to take care of, aren't you, Maya? Yeah, you just kind of sit there most of the day. They stay in their tanks, and I just work on trying to keep those tanks nice and humid. Like I said, they're room temperature animals, so unlike bearded dragons and a whole bunch of other species, you don't have to worry about the heat levels too much, like putting heat lamps in there. But there you go. And they're pretty patient. Like, yeah, Maya's a pretty good Crested Gecko. But you don't want to ever overstress a reptile because they're not like cats and dogs. They don't get a lot from physical touch, especially not one like you, my dear. Oh, look at your cute little eyes. Do you have the cutest eyes? There's her little toes. She actually has sticky pads, you might call it. Are you going to lick your other eye? She has no eyelids, so to clean her eyes, she will actually lick her eyes. You can see the crests are up over her eyes as well. They go down the side of her head, and they actually follow all the way down to her little rump. And then there's nothing on your, oh, do you have something on your eye? You need to lick your eye a little bit more. I might help you with that if you need help. Oh, she's so cute. And the big, giant, wide eye, you can see her eyes kind of dilating like that. She gets that when she thinks she sees something that she can hunt, like a cricket. There are no crickets down here, darling. Just my weights. But I'm going to go ahead and put her away now. Because, as I was mentioning, you don't want to overstress a reptile. They're not a cat and dog. You want to make sure that you handle them only as much as you really need to. But they're pretty awesome. So what these guys normally eat is a really awesome powdered fruit meal I have. I gotta keep an eye on her and make sure she doesn't get into trouble. A really awesome fruit meal I have, and crickets, occasionally, dusted with very good calcium powder. And she looks really skinny right here, but she's actually a chunky girl. And I'm gonna go ahead and collect her before she wanders off into the abyss, because you definitely shouldn't let them free roam. But this has been our Specimen Saturday. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Come here, Maya. I got you. I got you. Oh, it's my big girl. Who's my big girl? But I hope you guys have enjoyed meeting Maya once again. She is quite the beautiful, beautiful Crested Gecko in my personal opinion. I think she's lovely. She's very, very patient. I'm going to put her back in her room so she can enjoy being in her tank, being back with her favorite plant that she likes to climb on every single day too. So thank you very much, Maya. Star of the show, as usual. I'm going to give her a little bit of support here, so that she doesn't feel like she's going to fall off or anything like that. And I love her little toes. And I might be able to show you guys their ability to kind of like stick to things, which let them sort of hang upside down in a way, next time. But for now, we're going to say goodnight to Maya. And I hope you guys have enjoyed getting a little glimpse at my Crested Geckos once again. I know many of you guys have Crested Geckos as well. And we'll be sure to try to check out some more amazing creatures, some of which are members of my family, and some of which are just out in the wild, and some of which could be at some of the museums and zoos and parks around here, or even pet stores, for the next Specimen Saturday. So I will see you guys then, and remember, stay curious.